Are you ready to ace your next Node.js developer interview? Most candidates fail not because they can't code, but because they don't understand the underlying architecture of the Node runtime. In this video, we will cover Node.js interview questions and answers, Ultimate Developer Preparation Guide. Unlock your potential as a backend developer with this comprehensive Node.js interview preparation guide. In this video, we dive deep into 30 essential Node.js interview questions covering the event loop, streams, buffer, security, and microservices to ensure you are fully prepared for your certification or job interview. Make sure to pause the video after each question to test your knowledge before we reveal the detailed explanation. Which component of the Node.js architecture is responsible for handling non-blocking I/O operations? By interacting with the operating system's kernel? Option A, V8 engine. Option B, libuv. Option C, Node.js bindings. Option D, the event emitter. The correct answer is B. libuv is a multi-platform C library that provides support for asynchronous I/O based on event loops. It is the heart of Node.js, managing the thread pool, signal handling, and the polling mechanism that allows Node.js to be non-blocking even though JavaScript itself is single-threaded. While V8 executes code, libuv handles the actual I/O tasks. In the Node.js event loop, which phase is responsible for executing callbacks scheduled by setTimeout and setInterval? Option A, poll phase. Option B, check phase. Option C, timers phase. Option D, pending callbacks phase. The correct answer is C. The event loop consists of several phases. The timers phase is the very first phase when the loop starts. It executes callbacks that were scheduled by timers whose threshold has passed. It's important to note that the exact timing is not guaranteed, but the event loop ensures they aren't executed before the specified time. What is the primary difference between process.nextTick and setImmediate? Option A, process.nextTick fires after the current phase. setImmediate fires at the start of the next loop. Option B, process.nextTick fires immediately after the current operation. setImmediate fires in the check phase. Option C, setImmediate is faster than process.nextTick. Option D, there is no difference. They are aliases for each other. The correct answer is B. Process.nextTick is not technically part of the event loop. Instead, the next-tick queue is processed after the current operation is completed. Regardless of the current phase of the event loop, setImmediate is designed to execute a script once the current event loop poll phase completes, residing in the check phase. Which type of Node.js stream allows both reading and writing data, but does not necessarily require the output to be related to the input? Option A, readable. Option B, writable. Option C, duplex. Option D, transform. The correct answer is C. A duplex stream is one that implements both the readable and writable interfaces. An example is a TCP socket, unlike transform streams, which are also duplex but involve modifying the data. Input relates to output. A duplex stream's read and write sides operate independently. Which of the following is not a global object in Node.js? Option A, ___ dir name. Option B, process. Option C, window. Option D, buffer. The correct answer is C. The window object is part of the browser object model, BOM, and exists in client-side JavaScript. In Node.js, the global scope is represented by the global object, ___ dir name, process, and buffer are all specific to the Node.js environment. What is the default scope of a variable defined in a Node.js module file? Option A, global. Option B, local to the module. Option C, block level. Option D, available to all other modules by default. The correct answer is B. Node.js wraps every module in a function wrapper before executing it. This means variables defined at the top level of a file are local to that module's scope and do not pollute the global namespace unless explicitly attached to the global object or exported. Which core module would you use to take advantage of multi-core systems by spawning multiple instances of the Node.js process? Option A, OS. Option B, child_process. Option C, cluster. Option D, worker_threads. The correct answer is C. The cluster module allows you to easily create child processes that all share the same server ports. This allows Node.js applications to utilize multi-core CPUs by running multiple instances of the same application, while worker_threads is for CPU-intensive tasks within a single process. Cluster is for scaling the entire process. How should you properly handle an uncaught exception in a production Node.js application to ensure reliability? Option A, ignore it and let the app continue. Option B, log the error and let the process continue running. Option C, log the error and use process exit 1 after a graceful cleanup. Option D, wrap everything in a single try-catch block in the main file. The correct answer is C. When an uncaught exception occurs, the application is in an undefined state. The best practice is to log the error for debugging. Perform any necessary cleanup, like closing database connections, and then terminate the process. Process exit 1. A process manager like PM2 should then be used to restart the instance. Why is it generally preferred to use buffer from instead of the new buffer constructor? Option A, it is faster. Option B, the new buffer constructor is deprecated for security reasons. Option C, buffer from automatically compresses the data. Option D, there is no preference. They are identical. The correct answer is B. The new buffer constructor was deprecated because it could lead to security vulnerabilities. Specifically, calling new buffer number would allocate uninitialized memory which might contain sensitive data from previously freed memory. Buffer from buffer alloc and buffer alloc unsafe provide a more explicit and safer API. Which method is used to register a listener that only triggers the first time an event is emitted? Option A, on. Option B, add listener. Option C, once. Option D, first. The correct answer is C. The event emitter class has a once method. This method adds a one-time listener for the event. The next time the event is triggered, this listener is removed and then invoked. This is useful for events that should only happen once, like a connection, setup, or a ready state. What does the command npm-c do differently than npm install? Option A. It installs packages globally. Option B. It ignores the package lock JSON file. Option C. It deletes the node_modules folder and performs a clean install based on the lock file. Option D. It only installs development dependencies. The correct answer is C. npm-c, clean install, is designed for automated environments like C/CD pipelines. It requires a package lock JSON file and installs the exact versions listed there. If node_modules exists, it is deleted first, ensuring a consistent and reproducible environment across builds. In the context of Node.js, what is the revealing module pattern used for? Option A. To expose all internal functions of a module. Option B. To keep internal logic private and only return an object with public methods. Option C. To handle asynchronous API calls. Option D. To speed up module loading. The correct answer is B. The revealing module pattern is used to organize code by defining all functions and variables in the private scope and returning an object with pointers to the private functionality we wish to reveal. In Node.js, this is often implemented via the module exports object. Which FS module method is best for reading a very large 10 GB file efficiently? Option A. FS, read file. Option B. FS, read file sync. Option C. FS, create read stream. Option D. FS, promises, read file. The correct answer is C. FS, read file, reads the entire contents of a file into memory before returning it. For a 10 GB file, this would likely cause an out-of-memory error. FS, create read stream, reads the file in small chunks, buffers, allowing you to process the data piece by piece without consuming excessive RAM. What is hidden classes in the context of the V8 engine? Option A. Classes that cannot be accessed by the developer. Option B. A mechanism V8 uses to optimize property access in JavaScript objects. Option C. CSS classes used in server-side rendering. Option D. Private class fields in ES6. The correct answer is B. Since JavaScript is a dynamic language, property access is normally slow. V8 creates hidden classes behind the scenes for objects. If two objects share the same structure, same properties added in the same order, they share the same hidden class, allowing V8 to use optimized offset-based access instead of a dictionary lookup. Which HTTP header can be set to prevent clickjacking attacks in a Node.js web application? Option A. Content security policy. Option B. X-frame options. Option C. XXSS protection. Option D. Strict transport security. The correct answer is B. The X-frame options HTTP response header can be used to indicate whether or not a browser should be allowed to render a page in a less than frame greater than, less than iframe greater than, less than embed greater than or less than object greater than. Setting it to deny or SAMEORIGIN helps prevent clickjacking attacks. In package JSON, what does the tilde symbol before a version number signify, e.g., tilde 1.2.3? Option A. Accept only the exact version. Option B. Accept any version including major updates. Option C. Accept only patch level updates. 1.2.x. Option D. Accept minor level updates. 1.x. The correct answer is C. In semantic versioning, semver, within Node.js, the tilde allows patch level changes if a minor version is specified. For example, tilde 1.2.3 allows 1.2.4 but not 1.3.0. The caret allows minor updates, e.g., 1.3.0. What is the purpose of the worker_threads module in Node.js? Option A. To run HTTP requests in parallel. Option B. To execute CPU-intensive JavaScript code without blocking the main event loop. Option C. To manage database connection pooling. Option D. To create new operating system processes. The correct answer is B. Unlike the cluster module which creates separate processes, worker_threads allows the execution of JavaScript in parallel within the same process. Threads share memory using shared array buffer, making it ideal for CPU-bound tasks like image processing or complex mathematical calculations. In the Node.js REPL, what variable stores the result of the last evaluated expression? Option A, $. Option B, _. Option C, last. Option D, result. The correct answer is B. The underscore is a special variable in the Node.js REPL read eval print loop. It holds the value of the most recently evaluated expression, making it easy to perform sequential calculations or operations. How do you access command line arguments passed to a Node.js script? Option A, process, args. Option B, OS, arguments. Option C, process, argv. Option D, global, argv. The correct answer is C. Process. Argv is an array containing the command line arguments passed when the Node.js process was launched. The first element is the path to the node executable. The second is the path to the JavaScript file being executed, and the subsequent elements are the actual arguments. What is memory leak in Node.js, and what is a common cause? Option A. When the CPU usage hits 100%. Option B. When garbage collection is too frequent. Option C. When memory is allocated but not released, often caused by global variables or uncleared intervals. Option D. When the hard drive runs out of space. The correct answer is C. A memory leak occurs when an application keeps references to objects that are no longer needed, preventing the garbage collector from reclaiming that memory. Common causes in Node.js include accidental global variables, closures holding onto large objects, and active set interval, set timeout timers that are never cleared. Which core module provides cryptographic functionality like hashing and encryption? Option A, security. Option B, crypto. Option C, hash. Option D, encrypt. The correct answer is B. The crypto module provides cryptographic functionality that includes a set of wrappers for OpenSource hash, HMAC, cipher, decipher, sign, and verify functions. It is essential for tasks like password hashing and secure data transmission. Which of the following describes the Node.js reactor pattern? Option A. It processes requests in a multi-threaded synchronous manner. Option B. It uses a single-threaded event loop to handle requests and delegates I/O to the OS. Option C. It is a pattern used only for UI rendering. Option D. It requires a new thread for every incoming connection. The correct answer is B. The reactor pattern is the foundation of Node.js's non-blocking I/O. It works by having a handler, the reactor, that dispatches I/O requests to the appropriate service providers, the OS. Once the I/O is complete, the associated callback is pushed to the event loop's queue to be executed. What is the purpose of the util promisify method? Option A. To convert an async function to a sync function. Option B. To convert a function that follows the error result callback style into a function that returns a promise. Option C. To speed up JavaScript execution. Option D. To create a new promise from scratch. The correct answer is B. Many legacy Node.js APIs use callbacks. Util promisify is a built-in utility that takes a function following the standard Node.js callback signature, error, value, and returns a version that returns a promise, allowing for cleaner code using async await. Which method in the path module is used to join several segments of a path together while handling platform-specific separators? Option A, path concat. Option B, path combine. Option C, path join. Option D, path resolve. The correct answer is C. Path join joins all given path segments together using the platform-specific separator on Windows, on POSIX, as a delimiter, then normalizes the resulting path. This is crucial for cross-platform compatibility. Which of the following is the built-in assertion module in Node.js for writing tests? Option A, Mocha. Option B, Jest. Option C, Assert. Option D, Chai. The correct answer is C. The assert module provides a set of assertion functions for verifying invariants. While external libraries like Mocha, Jest, or Chai are popular in the ecosystem, Assert is the core module provided by Node.js itself for basic testing needs. What is the result of buffer alloc unsafe 10? Option A, a buffer filled with zeros. Option B, a buffer that is automatically encrypted. Option C, a buffer of 10 bytes that may contain old, sensitive data from memory. Option D, an error, because the method is deprecated. The correct answer is C. Buffer, alloc unsafe, is faster than buffer, alloc, because it does not initialize the allocated memory. It doesn't fill it with zeros. As a result, the allocated segment of memory might contain old data, which is why it is labeled unsafe. It requires the developer to manually overwrite the data before reading. Which child_process method is ideal for executing a command that returns a large amount of data? Via a stream? Option A, exec. Option B, exec file. Option C, spawn. Option D, fork. The correct answer is C. Child_process, spawn, launches a new process with a given command and returns a stream. stdout, stderr. This is better for large amounts of data. Exec, on the other hand, buffers the entire output in memory and has a default limit of 200 kilobytes, which can easily crash if the output is too large. Which core module is used to create a TCP server in Node.js? Option A, HTTP. Option B, NET. Option C, TCP. Option D, UDP. The correct answer is B. The NET module provides an asynchronous network API for creating stream-based TCP or IPC servers and clients, while the HTTP module is used for web servers. It actually builds on top of the NET module. In a standard Node.js callback, air data equals greater than y is air, the first argument. Option A, it is alphabetically first. Option B, to encourage developers to check for errors before processing data. Option C, because the V8 engine requires it. Option D, it is a legacy requirement from the C++ layer. The correct answer is B. This is a convention known as error-first callbacks. By making err the first argument, the developer is practically forced to acknowledge the possibility of an error and check for it before trying to use the data argument. How can you share code between different Node.js microservices efficiently? Option A, copy and paste the files into each project. Option B, create a private npm package and install it in each service. Option C, use a single giant file for all services. Option D, microservices should never share code. The correct answer is B. The standard and most efficient way to share logic, like validation schemas or utility functions, between microservices is to package that logic into a private npm module. This allows for versioning and easy updates across all services that depend on it. That concludes our 30-question deep dive into Node.js interview preparation. If you found these explanations helpful, you're already ahead of the curve. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more developer content, and check out the full course on Udemy for even more advanced practice. For the complete set of practice exams and premium preparation material, check the link in the description below.